The word is pab, pab. So I know that there's a p, there's an a, and there's a b. Okay, so I have isolated the three sounds in pab. I'm going to place a dot, this is also very important, underneath the vowel sound, the a. We're going to spell the vowel last because vowels are spelled, the spelling of a vowel is determined by where that vowel sits in the word and the letters that surround it. So you have to know where the vowel is, and you have to especially know the letters that surround it. So we're going to do the consonants first, and we spell the vowel last. In my reading class, if you're also in my reading class, that is flipped. We read the vowels first, but we spell the vowels last. So in PAB, I'm going to fill in my consonants first. I know that this is a P. I know that this is a B. Now the only letter that makes the A sound is A. So that's kind of an easy one. That's an important thing for you to know. The only letter that can make the A sound, that spells the A sound, is A. So the correct spelling for PAB is this right here. All of the words that I'm going to give you are nonsense words, because if you can spell nonsense words, you can spell anything. That's one reason. The second reason is that I don't want you to rely on prior memory. The third reason is there's no help with any technology because I made up these words, so I'm the only one that knows how to spell them. So we're going to work with nonsense words so that you really learn how to spell. We're not learning how to spell words. We're learning how to spell so that you can spell any word. So your word, I want you to do the same thing. I'm going to do it with you up to the breaking up of the sounds because I want to make sure that you know that you get that head start, that you are correct in identifying how many sounds in the word. And then I'm going to leave you to do the rest of the word. So your word is tav. Tav. Go ahead and do that on your paper. All right. If you can kindly keep your cursor off the whiteboard, then that will just help me. I know it's tempting because you're like, well, can I just write right there? So this is how you would spell that word. We know that this is the vowel sound. There's three sounds in TAV. I dotted the vowel. Then we're going to fill in the consonants. Here's a T. Here's a V. When you spell these words at home, practice pronouncing the pure sounds of the letters. So make sure that your T is only air, no voice box is used. It's just a spitting sound. T. Make sure your V is sustained with your top teeth over your bottom lip. V. Okay, no U's are in there. So when we're spelling, practice saying the correct sounds of those letters. And then we know that A, we just learned, A is the only letter that can spell the A sound. So that's how you spell TAV. You probably got it all right. Congratulations. Good job. All right, this next one I'm going to do with you. The word is durant. Do it with me side by side. I'm going to separate every sound in durant. D, A, N, T. That's the hardest part of spelling right there. Separating those sounds. If you can do that, you've got it. You've got the rest. So there's 5 sounds in durant, and we're really going to focus on that skill so that your spelling will improve. Now I'm going to fill in the consonants. D, skipping the vowel. N, T. Now I know that A is the only letter that can spell the A sound. That is how you spell durant. By the way, N's, R's, and L's are going to be the hardest letters to hear. So I I make a lot of words with those 3 letters in them to really train your brain to hear those 3 sounds. They get absorbed into the consonant next to them really easily. So you have to, those are the 3 most common culprits of any reading and spelling errors, are those 3 letters. So Drant has 2 of those. All right, let's do yours. I'm just going to count the sounds with you. Do the rest on your own. Your word is crand. Crand. Go ahead. If you're wondering if you should put a C or a K at the beginning, put a C. I'll tell you why after we're done. All right, so I'm going to put a C here. I'll tell you why when we're done. So here's a K, crand. Now I'm going to go back and fill in the vowel. I know that A is the only letter that can spell the A sound. So this is how you spell crand. Now let me tell you about that C. This is a really important spelling rule. Whenever you hear the K sound, you might just want to have a separate notebook just for notes. This is a really important note. Whenever you hear the K sound, spell it with a C, unless the very next letter is an E, I, or Y. So the rule is, when you come to the K sound, spell it with a C, always, unless the very next letter is an E, I, or Y. If that's the case, you have to spell it with a K. And we're going to have a whole lesson or 2 on that, what I just taught you. So you'll have a lot of practice with it. But I wanted you to know that now, in case it comes up in your homework. Okay, so the letters, the magic letters are E, I, and Y. Those change the sound of they control the sound of the C. They are what determines what letter spells the K sound and the G sound. The C and the G are both controlled by the E, I, and Y. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing for just a second because I have something that I want to teach you. It's really important. It's called the Tap 2 rule. You might have already watched the video in the coursework, but if not, or even if so, this little reading pattern will change your life. It will open up the world of words for so many unknown words if you don't know how to read them. You will after you know this rule. The rule is, when you come to a vowel, look at the next 2 letters. If either one of them is another vowel, the vowel that you are on will probably say its name. If not, if the next 2 letters are consonants, the vowel that you are on will make its short sound. When a vowel says its name, that's its long sound. When it says its regular short sound, that's its short sound. That's its common sound. Okay, so let me say that rule again in case you're writing it down. When you come to a vowel, tap the next 2 letters just with your pencil or your eyes even. If either one of them, either this one or this one, is another vowel, then that vowel is probably going to make its long sound or say its name. Conversely, if these next 2 letters are both consonants, then that vowel will probably pronounce its short sound. So we're going to need that with this next word that we're going to make. So I'm going to do this one with you. Go ahead and do it side by side with me. The word is nasad. Nasad. So first we're going to separate the sounds. N, A, S, A, D. 2 vowel sounds, so 2 of those lines are dotted. I'm going to fill in the consonants. N, A, S, A, D. Now we can fill in this A because we know that A is the only letter that spells the A sound. This A, there are a few different ways that you can spell that sound. That's why we're spending a whole month on the A sound. There are a few ways that you can spell the A sound. You can use an AI, you can use an AY, you can just use an A, which is what we're doing today, because this tap 2 rule applies today. So we know that because there's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, we can spell this sound with just a regular old A. Because there's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots, we can spell this A sound with an A. Let me have you try that on your own. Then we need to hop over to the reading class. Oh my goodness. Okay, your word is paymab. Paymab. P, A, M, A, B. I'm going to fill it out with you because we only have a minute left. So there's the P, M, and B in paymab. I know that this A is only spelled with an A. That's the only choice for the A sound. The A, I'm going to spell it with an A because of the tap 2 rule. There's another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. Now, would you please put in the chat if your mind is blown? Was that too much information for class 1? Or are you doing okay? Would you please put one word in the chat on how you're feeling right now before I hop on over to my reading class? All right. Oh God. Okay. Amazing. Yay. Good. Fine. Good. Good. Ah, hallelujah. You guys are brilliant. You're such fast learners because I taught you a lot of information today on just the very first day.